Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to talk about Arbitrum. Now for those of you who don't know, Arbitrum is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, and it's a network that currently doesn't have a token. And I think it's one of the ones that I think are more likely to airdrop a token or create a token of some sort that can be airdropped to all of us. So I think this video is very beneficial to us all. It can be very beneficial to us all. So yeah, let's get straight to it. Now, what I wanted to talk about in this video is basically a little bit of an update, some things coming up and some things that I think that we should all be looking at, especially if we are interested in possibly being eligible for an airdrop. Now recently we did see one of the other layer 2 scaling solutions, Optimism. They had their airdrop this week, and for a lot of people it was a nice airdrop. You know, you're talking 4 figures plus. So I think Arbitrum is much bigger than Optimism, and I think we should all prepare. So here's what I want to show you. There's a guy on Twitter who has some amazing alpha called Olympio, and he basically wrote a thread covering a few different things about Arbitrum and a possible airdrop. So he says, rumor is that the Arbitrum Odyssey starts on June the 13th. Now, what is the Arbitrum Odyssey? I did cover this in a recent video, but essentially it was a governance proposal in which everyone got to vote on 56 different protocols, and the top 16 won. And the top 16 are going to have like a spotlight every single week. 2 of these protocols over 8-week period will be in the spotlight, where you can interact with them, do particular activities, and in return you will get an NFT. And in total there's about 17 NFTs to be won or to be achieved. And I think there is some possible link between the number of NFTs you get and possibly how much token allocation you get. That's of course if they do decide to create a token. Now, some interesting things. At the moment, there's been no announcement of a token of some sort, so this is pure speculation. We have no idea. But there are a few things that I think are making us, or leading us to think that the chances are likely. First of all, Off-Chain Labs are basically the company that's basically behind Arbitrum. And a really interesting thing is that their CEO, when Optimism announced their airdrop, said this: the appetizer is always served before the main course. In this case, the appetizer being Optimism and the main course being Arbitrum. Do with that information as you will. I think another interesting thing was that on the official Arbitrum website, they used to say that they will not have a governance token. Guess what? That's been deleted now. So, you know, let's see what happens. Right, so anyway, let's go to talk about the Arbitrum Odyssey. As we just mentioned, it's an 8-week event in which users can use different Arbitrum protocols and gain NFT rewards. The actual governance voting for this was in April, but you know, we've got the 16 winners out now, and here are the 16 different winners. We've got applications like Yield, Uniswap, 1inch, you know, even things like Sushi have made it on. So you've got week 2 to week 8, in which we've got 2 protocols per week, and week 1 being bridge week. Now, something really interesting is that Yield, which is a protocol offering fixed rate borrowing and lending on Ethereum and Arbitrum, they're starting on week 2, and they actually leaked when they're going to start this Arbitrum Odyssey. They said the 20th of June being their planned date. So that's pretty soon, and they've said, you know, your users will be able to claim an exclusive NFT for completing any of the following actions on Arbitrum: borrow $100 worth of assets, lend $50, or provide liquidity of $50 worth of assets. I think most people should be able to do that. Bear in mind, you probably will be able to withdraw that back into your wallet afterwards if you don't want to hold this long term. It's only a week-long thing, really. So yeah, I think most people, you know, I know $50 for some is a lot of money, but I think most people should be able to do this. And yeah, claim an exclusive NFT. Possibly that NFT may have some link to possible Arbitrum tokens. Who knows? Anyway, this is being planned for June the 20th, which means if Yield is week 2, bridge week is going to be on the 13th of June, which, if you're watching this video, is very soon. So this video is very time sensitive. Bridge your funds over, get ready. I mean, to be honest, you could do it in bridge week, which is coming very soon, because we'll probably all have to do it then anyway. So that's pretty much what's happening. There isn't really anything to do at the moment. Olympia basically says usually volume matters, and time being an LP matters, and the amount of transaction matters. So basically doing this is, yeah, pretty important. Don't try to just do dozens of wallets at the same time, because they will have some sort of software or system that will be able to detect people who are basically, you know, spamming for airdrops. They will be able to figure that out. So yeah, maybe just being active on a few wallets is a good idea. Anyway, yield protocol, I'll just quickly show you. This is very basic protocol where you can borrow, lend, and pool. It's on Arbitrum. We'll just have to wait. We'll wait for the 20th, and we'll kind of see what happens then. But yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. Arbitrum's looking pretty exciting. It's growing day by day, more and more protocols day by day. They don't have a token yet. Time will tell, of course. But that's all I've got for you today. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I really do hope that we get an Arbitrum airdrop. That would be great for my personal wallet rebuilding. But yeah, let's see, time will tell. Subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't already, and of course I'll be back with another video soon.